Welcome back to Birdsong and Aviary. Today I'll show you what I picked up to get ready for breeding season, and I'll share you a few tips along the way. First, I got a soft whitening nest material, sometimes called Sharpie. It's great for canaries, finches and siskins because it's soft and easy to shape. Next, I have these felt nest liners. I use this as base to keep the eggs stable and prevent them from rolling around. Tips: make sure the liner fits nice and easily in the nest so it don't shift when the bird moves. I ordered around 60 of these, so I always have enough. After each round, I usually replace them to keep the nest clean and reduce the risk of bacteria or mites. Next up, I've got some cuttlefish bone. This is really important during breeding season because it provides calcium. It helps females produce strong eggshells. Always make sure it's available in the cage, especially when birds are breeding. Next, I have some coconut fiber nests. I got 10 of these. I like to offer these because some birds prefer them over other materials. Giving different types of nesting material provides variety and let the bird choose what they feel most comfortable with. Observe your birds. Some may switch materials depending on the mood or the season. I also picked up 3 sisal nests. These are larger in size, perfect for the aviary. I like using these for bigger birds or when I have multiple pairs in one aviary. Sisal nests are sturdy and long-lasting, so they provide a solid base for the birds to build their nests comfortably. Next, I have this small eco-friendly nest box I got free with my order. You can hang it in the cage and the birds pull out the material themselves. Different birds often prefer different types of material. Canaries and finches may go for soft fibers, while some larger birds might like sisal or coconut fiber. You can also add natural materials like animal hair or moss to give them more options. You can even try offering new materials occasionally to see what they like the best. This is a great way to keep your birds active and engaged. This pre-cut felt nest liner perfectly fits in a round nest bowl. I use a few small pieces of double-sided tape to keep it from sliding, while still letting the birds interact with it naturally. Even though it's soft, the liner needs to stay in place so the nest feels stable. I've noticed that some birds leave it as is, while others gently adjust it themselves. Both behaviors are completely normal. I like to add a few different textures on top of the liner: soft fibers, coconut fibers, moss or animal hair. And then just watch the birds interact with it. It's fascinating to see how each bird has its own preference. Some nibble at the edges, others rearrange the liner slightly. These small choices can tell you a lot about the comfort and natural nesting behavior. You don't need to overfill the nest. A little variety goes a long way, and birds often pick exactly what they want for themselves. Which material do you prefer? Leave a comment below. I love to hear your observations. Paying attention to these details can make breeding more successful and let you understand these birds on a deeper level. While pressing the liner, it's interesting to know that some small birds actually use the feeling of the nest base to decide where to start weaving. They can detect even small differences in softness with their feet. For this type of nest, I use coconut fiber nests. They're heavier and sturdier than the felt liners in the bowl, which make them ideal for hanging wire nests. The extra weight keeps the nest stable and comfortable for the birds. Canaries are careful and deliberate nest builders. Even in captivity, their instinct to build remains strong. In the wild, they gather a variety of natural materials: fine grasses, moss, plant fibers, and sometimes small feathers or animal hair. These are carefully woven together to create a stable and well-insulated nest. Nest building can take several days, sometimes to a week, but in a controlled environment with materials ready to use, the process can be much faster. The female does most of the work, shaping and adjusting the nest until it just feels right. And sometimes, as you can see right here, everything comes together surprisingly quickly. A well-built nest is more than a structure. It reflects the bird's sense of safety in its environment.